This is The Howlin' Wolf by Lightning Hopkins, and I think that's what was on when I first started this ScatterBreaker one. But right now, ScatterBreaker's on the right, ScatterBrothers is on the left. Yeah, I think that's how it usually is. But I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, so if we go offline on ScatterBrothers, go to scatter_breaker at Twitch. And if we get offline on ScatterBreaker, if I go offline, go to ScatterBrothers channel on Twitch. And you can see the rest of the show if you like it or whatever. Let me know in the chat and comments like what you think, like whether it's okay, or what could be done to improve it, So anyway, last night in Soho, I did actually leave during that movie yesterday, as you may know if you saw the show, but I totally forgot to leave. Oh, my tooth is kind of hurting. Well, I decided. I forgot to do something, and I had to run home and then come back to the movie, and I left during what I remember to be kind of like a very disturbing part. But I'm going to try to do a missed parts TTYL thing on that. I'm starting to think maybe I'll just mix first 15 and TTYL, like just say first TTYL or something like that, .blogspot.com, I don't know. But anyway, you can find it at, you can definitely find a blog that's actually just first with 1 and 5 for the I and the S in first, .blogspot.com, and then you can find those other blogs through that, but they're all kind of grouped in the same thing on blogspot.com. So, but anyway, now this is Death Letter Blues by Sun House. Original Delta Blues is the name of the album, and Sun is spelled S-O-N. Sun House. I'm just gonna pause it for a second though, because I just want to make sure this is not silenced. So because I feel like I may have already done a review on Last Night in Soho, and it may have gotten silenced, or maybe the video didn't come out at all. And I know that the one I tried to do afterwards yesterday didn't come out at all on either channel, so I might be talking to myself yet again. But in the case that I'm not, I don't want the video to be silenced before I can upload it to ScatterBreaker, the man from 1976 on YouTube. And so you can find more videos like that there as well. ScatterBreaker - the man from 1976. Okay, so Last Night in Soho, there's an Act 1, and I felt like I left pretty soon after that, but it's cool in itself. Like, it's just kind of like, a girl, and I kept thinking, like, is she from the 60s? Is this the 60s? Like, she is totally, like, made it seem like, even though then I started looking at the cars, and I was like, oh, this is the modern world, actually. People have cell phones and stuff, so. But the music was good, and, oh, dang it. And, oh my gosh. The music was good, and and I feel like I remember it being even better than like the last time I watched it. Like, I was more kind of into it, I guess you could say. But wait. I may not even be getting those trees, but in any case. Last Night in Soho was good throughout. It became sort of like it was at first. It was more like just how like bitchy girls can be or whatever. Like it was about kind of like bullying almost. Well, not really about that, but it was like you see the hardship she's going through just with like the modern world, with just the way people are, just the way people are mean and stuff. So, or can be mean, I should say, because I never really believe those things when people are being bullies. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, it's kind of like racism. I don't really see how it's even possible that that's even a thing anymore. But the same thing with bullying. Like, I just don't understand the that people could be that way. It's almost like they're insane or something. Anyway, um, but but it's a really well done movie with a lot of really cool cinematic scenes, really good transitions. In fact, there was a lot of times when I thought, oh, this would have been a good 3D. Like this would have been awesome 3D. Like even just, just reflections in, you know, using reflection in front of like a deeper space would be a really cool 3D effect. And later on, it was almost like there was a scene where it was like, wow, that seemed like that was meant for 3D, almost like. But I haven't looked yet at what's in the preview, so I don't want to say too much. I just do want to say that it is a big screen movie in the sense that the sound quality, like that you couldn't get at home, like, and if you could get it at home, it would wake somebody up in the house, the kind of thing. Like if you have like kids in the house or whatever, and you could not listen to it loud enough. If you haven't been to the movies in a while, like it's really loud there, and it really works for a lot of movies. So it's really good to go see it on the big screen, if only for the sound. But in this case, it also has the cinematic scenes, the way that little details, like sometimes there will be little details that you would miss on this TV screen that you would see on the big screen, you know what I mean? So I definitely recommend seeing that one on the big screen. So that's a yes on the big screen. I kind of just make that a binary thing, like yes or no. If a movie's got just a bunch of big faces all the time, then it would be a no on the big screen most likely, unless the sound is like really crazy or something. But like yeah, so I did notice on the preview it does say that it is a psychological horror and horror. So yeah, in a way, I'd almost even say it's a social issue horror, if like misogyny is a social issue, But yeah, that was, and I guess it is really, right? But yeah, for a while it's like a real world kind of horror, and then it's also like, is she insane, or is this really happening? Are these are these things she's seeing real, kind of thing? You almost wonder. But then of course I don't want to say too much, actually. I don't want to say too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and just say that I would give this one out of 6 bullets. Full 6 shooter. I would give this